right. All right. I am wondering if the whole world can hear me right now. Let me see. Oh, this is a fine way for me to actually start a live stream when when I'm trying to figure all of this out. And I actually have everything planned. I actually put all this stuff together. And here I am on my very first live stream. And I thought I was ready. I mean, I promised myself that if something goes wrong and things happen to not go the way I want to, I am just gonna go on and just keep going. So, all right, let's see. I'm almost there. Almost. All right, come on. All right. I can hear my voice. I actually got this live stream on a phone. Trying to see how long this delay actually goes. And forgive me if I keep you on the live stream page right here. This is the front cover that I made. I'm just going to keep y'all here because I realized that my live chat button decided to say it decided not to show. It shows a picture of a purple monkey with a hammer saying something went wrong. And of course, out of all the things to go wrong, it just had to be my my chat box. So I am trying to fix this little problem here, and in a few hopeful minutes, I can actually get this thing to work. So, oh yeah, this is turning out just great. Oh my God. So here we go. I'm actually saying I have 2 concurrent viewers, so it's not a bad start. Let's see. I'm gonna pop out this chart right here and see if this will actually work. Turns out that it doesn't. This is just gonna be experiment. So I'm almost there. Almost. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna go and get out of this real quick. I'm gonna jump right back in. The stream is still going, which is good. Almost there. Oh, I swear, if this thing keeps, if I'm still trying to figure this out in like the next 30 minutes, y'all have my permission to just just leave right here until I come back. This might take a hot minute. All because my live stream chat box decided to disappear. It's almost there, almost done. I just got to fix this chat box. I mean, out of all the things to actually not work, it had to be my chat box, because I know that there may be a couple of first timers out there that I want everyone to get involved, and I just fixed one problem. Let me see if it occurs any other. Okay. So let me just move this chat box off to the corner. Now let me just say something. I'm just gonna say something in the crowd. I'm gonna be the first one to actually announce that I'm actually using the chat box, which you won't get to see because I want to make sure that everything is flowing good. So I'm just gonna say hi, hello, and oh, and hola. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this little chat box into this corner right here, and I am gonna move this live stream box away, and yeah, everything is going good. let's see, I'm gonna close this tab right out. And let's see. I'm almost there, everyone. I'm almost there to fixing this because it seems like, oh, would you look at that? I actually got my first comment. Trash hell spawn, and I know that icon. I know that icon, and I know who's exactly listening. So, trash hell spawn. Heh? All right. Give me a few minutes, and I'll actually switch this. I'll actually switch out from this intro space into the actual workspace. So I am gonna pop right out. I'm gonna get rid of this screen, this monitor right here. Hopefully I won't need it, or better yet, I may as well need it, because I'm about to go into a test, and the test will start. Man, I'm actually pretty nervous about this because I'm actually just still trying to figure this out in 3 and 2 and oh, the suspense is probably killing you right now. I bet it is. I bet it is. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Just give me a hot second. I know I've asked for a lot of time. I know I asked a lot of time from everyone that's listening right now, but I want to make sure that you all remember this moment right here. This moment. I've been keeping you in the dark, keeping you in the loop. And now, the things I do. The things I do to look pretty for you, and especially on my first live stream. So in 3, 2, and normally there'd be music playing right now, but I'm just gonna go along with it. So, okay, how's everybody doing? Steampunk J, and I wanted to go all out fancy for my very first live stream video. So, how is everybody doing? And I'm just gonna go right here into my chats and see who has actually just had to go here. Let's see, say something. I'm actually looking up in the chats right now. And okay, so Trash Hell Spawn. It turns out that Trash Hell Spawn has a lot to say, eh? That little face, he's got to go to work since, you know, it's Friday morning back in the States. That I understand. So it's good to see you, my brother. I'm going to remember this right here. This is, you're actually the very first person to actually respond to me. So just for interviewing right here, let me just remove this because I need to get comfortable. And this right here, although good for show, I'm gonna have to take this right off and just be my normal self for the day. I just wanted to show you how good I look for this vid. All right, so now that I'm comfortable right here, my very first live stream. What is going on, YouTube world? Steampunk J is live. And let's see. If you're wondering how my setup is, well, this is my humble art studio. As you can see in the back, I got that green screen just covering up the rest of the distractions that are hiding in the back. And I am going to say something. A Trash Hell Spawn person right here. Trash Hell Spawn was send. And also, it is about time for me to actually get myself in place, in position, because this right here is actually I'm just gonna move this over. I'm gonna get out of studio mode so that I can see. If you don't know, I'm actually operating 2 separate programs at the same time, and it's quite confusing when I have to, one, look at the studio viewer that I'm looking at right here, OBS Studio, and also I have to look at my drawing screen that I'm gonna be doing my wonderful, wonderful artworks on. So, first off, for my very first live stream, I know I sound like I'm on repeats because I'm busy trying to get everything working, and I am just excited. Nervous as hell, but I'm excited. I've always pictured my very first live stream to be just pitch golden perfect with a golden, like, you know, beautiful, much well organized art studio in the back. But I always express in every single one of my videos, it's a humble, humble art studio. And this is just as humbling as you can get with a green screen in the back and just a humble little bed in which I sleep, you know, a poor man's art studio, you may say. And let's get right to it right here. I am just gonna go and get right into my Procreate Stream art studio right here. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but here we are. I hope you love my little outlook that I got going right here. So hopefully everything goes good. If you notice in my live stream that I'm going to be looking up and down and up and down and up and down is I'm trying to see if everything matches. There's going to be a lag, like a 5-second lag, just to let you know. So if you throw up your comments and I don't get to see them like in the next few minutes or so, then you understand. All right, so let me just double check one thing real quick because I wanted you to listen to some wonderful music while we're at it. So I want to see if music is playing. So there is music. There is music. I just trying to find the right balance to make sure that the music doesn't interfere because I got to speak as loud as I can. And as far as I can tell, like I'm hearing my voice just fine. And I won't know until actually once the lag starts to catch up that everything starts going good. Okay, so I'm just gonna listen to myself sync up and yep. I swear, when you try to make sure everything is nice and organized, according to Trash Hellspawn, that's normal. So we got this conversation going right here. So Trash Normal, I secretly know who you are. I thank you so much, brother, for being my #1 in the live streams that are going on right here. So let me just, there you go. Hopefully not too distracting. I'm gonna move this over to the side. And let's see, a couple of playbacks, 2 concurrent viewers. And yeah. So, as you can see right here, this page is going to be the live streaming page that you will see in all of my future live streaming videos. It looks amazing. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this video right here. So, so let me just get out for a split second. Because once this sucker actually just gets me out, I don't want anyone to know my passcode. All right, I think I'm safe. Man, I swear, you have to keep on being busy. so this thing doesn't lock out on you. Like I swear, I have to constantly make, like, you know, the screen pop up and down constantly and everything. So, ooh-wee. All right. And I'm back. Okay. Everything is good now. Everything is good. All right. So, what am I gonna write on my very first live stream right here? Well, first off, I would love to do anything and to just jump into a drawing. And but I feel like for my very first, I just want to start off with the very first thing that I want to start off on my live stream, and that is just to simply say to all my fellow viewers that are watching this right now, oh, here we go. This will be really quick. What's that? There we go. There we go. All right. Boom, bobbity boom. I'm gonna delete this. Normally I would feel comfortable talking to a whole group of people in this thing right here. So, all right. Oh, and one more thing. I need to make sure that another good friend of mine hears about what I'm doing. And I just want to make sure that everything is going good. Hopefully, trust me, I'm a lot more animated than what I am right now. A lot more animated. But I did promise a good friend of mine that once I started my live streams, then I would make sure that he'd be in on it right here. So there we go. I have to make sure that he knows. I want to make sure that he knows. I have to give him a call real quick. Hey, Zoro. Gamer Fuzz.
Hey.
Hey, I'm actually doing my live stream right now.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right, no problem. All right, brother. I see you on the chats. Okay?
Okay.
All right, no problem. You take it easy. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, bye. All right. The person that I just talked to is a fellow gamer. He goes by the name of Gamer Fuzz. Gamer Fuzz Zoro. So I just wanted to make sure that he is in this live stream too. So, all right. I got my mic set up. I got me two powerful, strong lights beaming down on me right here. And of course, I got to represent. All right, so let me get myself into the groove right here with my own little playlist soundtrack right here as we keep going into this live stream. So, you know, if you've been a fellow follower, you know that on my channels, I do a lot of speed drawings. I do a lot of, I love to draw and I love to create. This is my passion. This is what I live for right here. And I have to make sure that I keep this tradition, just keep this passion of mine just going. All right. So for my first Procreate, yes, the program that I am using right now is called Procreate. I love this program. Ever since I got the iPad, I've just fallen in love with this program, and I've actually drawn more on the Procreate digital drawing pad than the actual giant Cintiq Wacom tablet that I used to draw. And yeah, this is addicting. This is really addicting. The more that you actually get to play around with the stuff right here. So I am just gonna go and do what I normally do when I do my speed drawings, and that I just start off just by drawing a just a regular like skeletal type drawings. Oh, Trash Hell Spawn says you're welcome, and I will say yeah. There we go. I gotta make sure that I respond to those that are listening. So here we go. Oh, actually, before I begin my drawing, let me welcome you let me introduce you or give you like a full tour of my art station that we got right here. So first off, you already know the big screen that I have right here, and I'm spinning it and rotating it right now so that you know that I have full control, using my fingers to actually do the work. And also everything is all done on this tablet. You can see that it wrote itself up, but as I'm drawing on this tablet, like if I do like a little scribble right here, you'll be able to see it pop up. So yeah, this is exciting right here. And then I'll just get to undo everything and just keep on going. And also, if you were to look on my my wonderful little art studio table right here, you will see, let's see if I'm pointing in the right direction here. Yes, right there. My title, welcome to the live stream, Steampunk J. Yeah! Welcome to the live streaming. You also get to see, I wanted to make sure that I stand out from everybody when I do these live streaming videos. And what better way for me to actually show off that I really want to stand out than I want you to pay attention to the background of this whole art studio right here. Do you notice that there's quite a few animation bits that are going on? That took me days plus a couple of weeks for me to put all this together. It took a long time for me to actually make all this happen. Animation, using Adobe Premiere to actually make all this possible. So all this animation and stuff was all created by moi, and it was not easy putting all this together. I can tell you that much. So also, if you were to, you can see the rotating gears, you can see the beautiful background that I've created, and you can also see and keep tabs on my social media network. So if you look underneath my title, you can actually see the social media. I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube channel, obviously, and I also have a Twitter and a DeviantArt account. And just so that we can show progress, because I want to grow this channel, you get to see how many subscribers and how many followers that I have in each of the programs. And if we reach those targeted goals, then there will be a prize. There will be like a special tribute video that I will do for all of the people that have helped me on this journey right here. So this is a journey of creativity. This is a journey where we're going to create our own group, our own community of fellow artists and art fans in the world. So as you can see on my Instagram, there is a I have 158 followers. My targeted goal is 200 followers right here, and I'm hoping that it will grow. And on my YouTube channel, I'm actually closest to my other goal on my YouTube channel, reaching 200 subscribers. On my Twitter, it's touch and go with Twitter right here. But I'm starting to get the hang of it. And of course, Trash Hellspawn, one of my fellow followers, and actually Trash Hellspawn is actually one of my best friends growing up. And he's always been just following me on my adventure, and I've been following him on his adventures, and we both support each other. And so I want to give a shout out to Trash Hellspawn just for being there for me and making this happen right here. So and also you get to see my YouTube video shout outs. You get to see the thumbnails on the lower part of the screen. So I'm actually promoting my other videos. So look out for those thumbnails and give those videos a watch, because those are the best videos that I've put out there. And let's see. I'm just going to go and double check something really, kid. Someone said it's going to take a while for me to act, because there is a lag. So Sydney Panera, I'm going to say to Sydney Panera, Sydney, good morning. All right, so we're growing. We're going. Oh, my voice just cracked for a second, so I'm gonna need some. I have a feeling by the end of this, because I'm just so excited, my voice is gonna crack. All right, so let's see. To Sydney Pinero, good morning to you. Thank you so much, Sydney Pinero, for coming onto my channel to my very first live stream. This is great. Oh my God! I thank you, Trash Hill Spawn, Sydney. And trust me, I will get there. I will get to the join like I promised. You're still the best. You still are the best genie. Besides, besides Robin Williams, still the best genie. Thank you so much. That comment means thank you. I'm just gonna write thank you. Boy, this is gonna be difficult trying to keep tabs on like responding to both the chats and actual join. Okay, let's get what you all been waiting for right here and just actually start join. And let's see, I'm gonna have to just get out again, because once again, this thing is gonna require me to actually log myself right back in, so you get to see my beautiful face as I'm looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up. I'm pretty sure folks don't have to go through this. Okay, so we're back. We're back, and just so that I can focus on everything else, I am gonna switch. And it's going to be a beautiful transition, provided that everything goes right. So I'm just going to shift this screen over just a little bit, and we're going to introduce you to my actual workstation. So hopefully everything goes well, and you get to see just a little bit of the live stream inbox. I'm going to put this off to the side. Hopefully everything is when you're trying to align things, it gets really, really, really... Wow. This is beautiful. I'm actually pretty excited that I'm actually making this happen right here. All right. So you get to see my face. You get to see me pop this little OBS thing in and out, trying to make sure that everything is aligned. And yep, let's make this first ever live stream possible. And I will keep tabs of my fellow artists right here on this studio chat. I'm seeing the chat right here, but it's going to be in a separate location. And so right here. All right. Everything is going good. I got my jams. I'm listening to my jams right here. And also, I'm going to hit record. Oh my goodness, there's no turning back now. So, what am I going to draw? What am I going to draw? That's always the most important question in life. What is going to be the best thing for me to draw? And so, let's see. Here we go. That's always the first question. What to draw? That's always the big question when it comes to life. You always got to start with the very first step. And so I've actually had so many different plans for this live stream. And there were so many that I was actually stuck. And so I was actually trying to think about, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to draw? Like, there's just so many different ideas for me to actually get invested into. So, man. So, when I was actually trying to put this live stream together, I was actually stuck on 5 different ideas. Should I do, like, just a regular, like, random cartoon of myself? Just to, do something that I'm comfortable with? Or 2, would I actually do the impossible and actually set up like one of my drawings that kind of have that hyper realism to it, so almost like a realism style drawing. My third option was actually doing what this art challenge that I've been doing for a while, which is the storm tracker. For those of you that don't know what a storm, let me fix that. Delete. What a storm tracker is basically a session that I do in which I follow my favorite hockey team. And just do a drawing based off like how I reacted to it. And so I thought it was going to be the easiest one for me. Like just do the storm tracker. But of course it involves a lot of planning after I watch a game. My fourth option was to just focus on just poses. Poses to me are the key when it comes to just creating and drawing people in general, or when you're trying to like put everything together. If I'm not making any sense, then forgive me, because I'm trying to make conversation here. I normally talk better when I have like no one there listening to, but since I have Trash Hellspawn and Sydney, those watching me on the stream right here, I feel like I'm talking to someone. So forgive me if I start babbling on. So, and then we go to number 5. Number 5 was something that I just thought up last minute. And I knew that last minute ideas are the type of ideas that I'm not gonna shake off. Like the rest of the ideas that I've listed for you are actually really good ideas, something that I can just look into, and maybe it would be easier for me to do that. But number 5, I thought that for my very first live stream, I should looking to the past. And what do I mean by this, looking to the past right here? This concept was actually given to me by my youngest brother. My youngest brother actually gave me this idea that I should actually do a drawing of one of my old drawings and just recreate it like a before and after drawing. And of course, when I was just thinking of ideas, I just heard his voice in my head, just do the drawings that you used to do in the past as your first one. Because when I'm trying to tell stories, that was always I always go to the past and just think and just go into it right here. So for my very first one, we're gonna focus on the past. We are going back to the past, Samurai Jack. So let me clear this. All right, let me see how I do when I am gonna draw and speak at the same time. And prepared to be a long session right here. But it is exciting. Like oh my God, this is actually very, 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 very exciting. Let me just pull this down right here because I'm gonna need this reference. Whoops. Something happened here. Oh, I see what I did there. Huh. Actually, I pulled this drawing off to the side and then boom, there it goes. There it went. Let's see what happened. Oh, I see what I did there. Let me just get rid of this. That's actually a template that I take a look at to see to get me started on my drawings right here. Oh, you learn something new every day when you're doing this stuff, right? Here we go. Let me just put this stuff off to the side. All right. So I gotta be careful when doing these things right here. I gotta be extra careful. So let me just pull this out and pull this off to the side. I always got templates to look at whenever I'm doing artworks. So, all right. Now let's actually get started. All right. And of course, because I hesitated for too long again, you get to see my face again. So let me just log right back in. Oh, I didn't even have to sign right in. So let's go back. Is there anything distracting? Nope. There we go. All right. Let's get right to it right here. I'm just going to enlarge the screen, and I'm going to enlarge it like as big as I can. And then this is where I get to it. Now, let me see what happens when I actually look back. Because I'm going to be looking down a lot. Let me bring this down. So I'm actually trying to bring this tablet a little bit closer to me. Here we go. Let me just zoom this picture as big as I can get. Here we go. Always start off with a circle whenever I'm drawing a body. Now, for those of you that don't know what's going on right here, I'm just doing a basic standard pose. And this is actually how I begin the majority of my artworks right here. Just drawing the head, body, torso. There we go. All right. Like to draw them in separate parts because you never know when you're going to need to make adjustments. Let me bring the mic just a little bit closer to me. Oh my God, it's looking beautiful already. Just doing just a basic pose. I'm actually drawing him facing just like broad shoulders squarely towards the camera right here. What I'm drawing, I'll tell you in time. This is part of the live stream where you're gonna have to have patience with me. Patience is gonna be a key. If a lot of speed artists out there in the world can do speed drawings and actually hold a crowd, because the crowd is actually very interested in what he's doing, then from start to finish, this should be no problem. I just shared the stream on Facebook. I tagged a few people. Oh my God! Sydney, you didn't have to go that far. You didn't have to go that far, but thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. I wonder if a few people from my high school days will actually remember this. Now, the thing is, when it comes to these drawings right here, when you do sketches, they never come out perfect at first. That's why you have to do this process that I like to call I'm going to make up a lot of vocabulary. Just building on top of, basically. You're constantly building it. You're constantly building the character. So right here, you're looking at my very first template. And it is a beauty. I mean, it is beautiful. Just the pose, the poise. It shows strength. It shows valor. And you will see the outcome of it in the end. You will see the outcome of it. So, because I did this drawing right here, you must be wondering, okay, so are you going to develop it even more? Yes, but I want to show you exactly, if you've forgotten already, this template or this drawing right here is actually on a size 8.5 by 11. That's the standard paper size. Now, I've enlarged the screen, but when I zoom out, it's so tiny! Look at it, it's so cute. I'm like, I'm gonna be like, wow, so tiny! Yes, I know. It's cute. It's so adorable right here. I just get excited because, you know, this is going to lead to something great. Right here. Boom, boom, boom right here. Oh, let's see. I got another one. It's pretty hard to forget you. My 5-year-old son, Isaac, is watching with you as well. Oh, your baby. They're bringing the babies along. Look at that. And I think I got excited that I lobbed off his head. All right, so here we go. I need to save the head. I need to I need to save. When I'm in the zone, I usually go quiet when I'm in the zone. The feet remind me of Sora, and you know what? You are exactly right. Oh boy, you're actually gonna help me bring up a story. I was actually about to run out of ideas, like, you know, my inspiration and everything. But yes, the feet are inspired by Kingdom Hearts. As a matter of fact, if you kind of pay attention, if you kind of look at the style and all that, it actually derived from Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, to this very day, is one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, it is. It's been a long time. It's been a hot minute since I've actually played it. Now, I got to develop this character. It's so small, but now I'm gonna make it just a little bit big, not too large, because I've got to work on it a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is just lower the opacity. Why am I making it so invisible? Like, I'm making it disappeared. Now it's back. It disappeared. It's back. It's gone. Papa. All right. I can have too much fun while drawing this right here. I can only imagine what my face is actually looking on the stream right here. So let me give a shout out right here to Cindy Pinero. It's been forever. I hope you are doing good. And let me say hello to your baby boy. I hope he's watching. It must be morning over there because I'm doing this late at night right here. So, all right. All right, here we go. Now I'm just going to zoom back in onto the face right here. And this is where I'm going to start developing even more of the character. So here we go. I do a lot of building on tops, and here's going to be a first example of me building things right now. So now I'm going to do this phase where I start fleshing out the body. I got the skeletal features, and now I'm going to start adding a few bumps here and there because I want to add the muscle. I'm going to add his chest right here. Start drawing the other side. Ooh, here's a beautiful little trick that I learned. about Procreate, about using this wonderful program on an iPad called Procreate. And the same logic applies to every single program that you use. All right. So I can actually use this wonderful feature where if I want one side to match the other side, I can actually copy and flip it to the other side. Let me just go and erase this part right here. There we go. So this is just a beautiful little trick that you can learn whenever you're trying to draw, like, you know, things that are symmetrical, and you just don't want to spend your time just drawing one side and then painstakingly trying to draw the other side exactly the same as one side. You could just copy, you know? There's nothing wrong with copying. Nothing wrong with that at all. Take it from me. When you look at the majority of my drawings, I do a lot of that. Here we go. Now I'm just going to go work on the abdomen part right here. Because this person right here needs to have a stomach. And then you go into the waist. There we go. I like doing things in layers, and also I never ever feel comfortable when I'm drawing everything in one layer. For example, like layer number 5, for example. I don't want to draw, like, you know, like for say the arm and the legs all in one, because what if I need to make adjustments or changes, right? So let me just zoom out and jump right back in. Let me see. I'm going to put something to the test here. And I want all of you out there to that are listening and watching this. I'm going to crank up the music just a little bit. And if you can, I actually get to test this. If you can hear music, just give me a thumbs up or tell me yes, you can hear. I provided some background music because I want to entertain you while doing this video right here. So let me know if you can hear music. I'm going to continue drawing, but I still got my eye on the chat screen right here. Sydney Pinero says, yep, it's 8:47 up there. What are you doing? What are you doing up so early? So now I'm going to draw the forearms right here. There we go. I want to make sure this character is kind of built to have some good strong forearms. And then I'm just going to go and take the arm and move it over to the other side. Wow, magic. I think I need to put a sticker like right here on the screen, because if I'm pointing, my camera is right there. Oh, for those of you tuning in, just know that speed drawing, that drawings like this, whenever you do stuff live streams, it may take a while, but I'm gonna try and make this as simple as I possibly can. I'm doing just like a basic generic drawing or a basic pose for a character right here. There we go. I get to put those legs together. And then do the legs. Get to create the big feet of his, and boom. So far, so good. You are seeing. Oh yeah. All right, Sydney's responded. Yes, there we go. Yes, she has a 5-year-old baby, and yes, she's been up since 7 a.m. So yes, she can hear the music. She can hear the music. Is it too loud? Like, can you answer me this? Is it too loud, the music, where you can't hear my voice, or is it distracting or anything like that? I know I'm giving you a to-do list here, right here, and I don't mean to. But I just want to make sure that everything is perfect while I'm doing this right here. Sometimes I got to use my own hands as reference. Now, when it comes to drawing hands, I used to, well, I still look at images to kind of help me out. But after drawing them for a while, you kind of get better at it a little bit. Let me just make the hands just a little bit bigger. Let me just copy it and throw that fist on the other side. There we go. And ta-da! A theater style. Oh, nope. Perfect style, perfect volume, and you have a theater style voice, so you can project very well. As a matter of fact, I'm actually kind of burning up a little bit right here. So I'm just going to disappear for just a split second so I can get this fan a little bit closer to me. Because the temperature does rise when you're having too much fun. All right. Whoop. Now, the face. The face is something that people are very intimidated by, because you can have this wonderful idea about what your character wants to look like, and it may 90% of the time it's never going to come out the way you want it. But you just got to dive right in. You can't be afraid of these things at all. If you got an idea in your head, just do your best to actually make it come out. So no clipping mask. Golly. All right. So now that I got the basics of the head right here, let me get rid of the clipping mask. I'll draw this big shaped head right here, and that's gonna be the face of this character right here. All right. I always thought that I would be like, I would be horrible when it comes to making tutorial videos right here. And I always wanted to sound like so natural, like Bob Ross, like, you know, hi. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today, we're going to paint a happy little stick figure. Such a beautiful little drawing right here. I want to make sure that this person that I'm drawing right here is strong and powerful. And maybe I'll draw a couple of little trees while we're at it. Yeah, I think I'll draw a couple of perfect little trees. If I can have that same kind of charisma as Bob Ross right here, I think I would be well off, you know? But it takes time. And this is my first live stream here, so all right. And I know, and you know that once I actually draw something, I always lower the opacity, because I want to build on top of this character right here. So let me bring that hand back, because I realized I may have deleted it. Put all these forms together. Now this is the part where I'm gonna go just semi like detail. This is the moment where I start planning out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I want my character to have big oval-like eyes. Draw the line for the nose with a little U shape at the top of the nose. And a cute little smile. But don't worry, it looks scary now. But we start building up on it. You will see that in time it's like chipping away at a marble, right? Yes, I'm using a marble reference to talk about this drawing reference that I'm doing right here. So here we go. And then I define the chin. Then I can add the ear placement, which is always like in this area right here between the top and the bottom where the two ends meet. This is getting pretty cool, right? If you're just tuning in and you just wondering, like, how in the world am I actually keeping on talking while drawing at the same time, is because I've tried to practice. There we go. Isaac says, "Scary ghost!" It may look scary. Oh, okay. It looks scary. Not even the smile, and it looks scary. All right, here we go. Don't worry. It's going to come to fruition right here. Trust me, if I wanted to make him scary, I would have made him with angry eyebrows and showing teeth. But it's going to come. It's going to come into fruition right here. Okay, so from far away, this is what the character looks like. So far, so good. We're still building the character. We're still building him up. So don't get intimidated there, Isaac. Don't get intimidated there. All right. Now, I'm going to reduce the opacity again. You see where I'm going at, where I'm starting to just build stuff up? Now I'm going to build on top of it. I'm just going to keep building it and building it and building it until the image that I want actually comes out the way I wanted it to look. So here we go. All right. I think I can actually start going with a much darker color right here. I got the template for the eyes. Now I'm going to do this cheek. I do this underline thing so I can make it look like a... Because if I were to leave his eyes just a big circle, it would look like a big circle. Like his eyes, like he's a wide-eyed person, basically. But I want him to make it look like he's smiling. Like when a person, like, this is my wide eye, but when I raise my cheeks, like into almost a grin. You see where this comes from? Now, see how the cheeks right here, the upper cheeks play into the picture? That's what I'm building right here. Then I'll add the eyebrows. There we go. So I'll add the smile there. You know, to be honest, this is actually turning out a lot better than I thought it would be. All right. You just continue to build and build and build. Now, because someone out there says that it looks like a ghost, let me help them out right here. I'm going to start adding in the eyes. Better now? Not so scary anymore. Now so scary anymore once I actually throw a couple of neat tricks in there. Now, I'm still building him up, but as good looking as this character is, my intended plan is to continue developing it. But I noticed that he's missing something. He's missing something that's kind of key to, like, you know, when creating all characters, and that is I could make him a bald character, but in the world of anime these days, we got to make sure that he has like the most animaic type of hairstyle that we can give him. So let me move him up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, something I noticed. This thing has been distracting, has it? Okay. I don't know if that little thing or the recording thing has been in the way. All right. So let me take back. There we go. You know, I love how you could just go back right here. Now for his hair, what kind of hair? Well, this kid is gonna have a very special kind of hair. I'm just looking back at my previous drawings. He's gonna have these wicked bangs right here. Because bangs in the world of anime, they mean a lot to a character. Don't you agree? Oh, you should make Krillin. Oh! Ooh, we got a request. We got a request. Hold on. This is special. This is special. This is special. This is special. And I am gonna save that forever. You're right. I should make Krillin. Okay. I gotta make sure that I respond when someone's responding me to the chats. Looking at all of them here, trying. I'm trying to see how he would look. All right. I'm going to keep this feature right here because I do a lot of thinking and I do a lot of planning. I want to make sure I want to make sure that when you look at this character right here, he will definitely win a game of who was the protagonist. It will come to fruition in due time. In due time. Now I started with another layer. And I'm going to give him the wickedest hair. I gotta say, that is the most impressive. That is the most impressive hair I've ever seen in my life. Let me just distort it just a little bit because I want to make sure it has a little bit of bulk. And there you have it. Now, you can just verbally respond so your hands are free. You can just verbally respond so your hands are free. I thank you so much. I am gonna hold on to that advice right there. Now, I've done a really good job with that one side of his hair right here. Now, I don't feel confident of mirroring the other side. Like what am I gonna do? How am I gonna make the other side the same as the other side of his hair? I'm lost. I can't do this. I don't feel confident. Well, oh, did I just copy? I love this right here. I love this so much. Let me just, because I realized that his hair does have quite too much bulk. Let me just mess around with it, make sure that it's aligned just right. I gotta make sure that everything is just right. Oh, look at that! I just created the head, the face. Oh my God, it's so adorable, so cute. And there you have it. Now I notice that now I know you're asking this question. So you developed the head. What about the rest of the body? I will get right to it. Here we go. Now, because I get distracted very easily with, something's already been developed already and I want to make sure that everything matches and it just throws me off. If I continue this drawing right now, I know that it's just going to, it just distracts me that, that I got one part of the drawing already complete. Well, let me just let that disappear so I can focus on the rest of the body. There we go. Oh, me talking too much. I need a drink. Normally I'd be having my cups of coffee right now just so I can stay alert, but I'm just getting this high from somewhere. All right, now I get to focus on the body. And of course, now that we've gotten his body and the geometry and the shape that we want it and the pose that we want, we've developed the face. Now we got to give this guy some clothes. And if I ever need to make any adjustments, this is the perfect time for me to do so. So let's start giving this guy some clothes, shall we? First, I want to start with the shirt. Give him this wicked popped up collar for a shirt. There we go. Forgive me if there are times that I go quiet, but I got to make sure that I'm in the groove. Make sure that everything looks just right. And if I want to make the other side match, I just flip it. Starting to look like a shirt, doesn't it? Oh my God, it's looking beautiful already. I just love it when it's coming to, I just love it when a plan comes together. Wink, wink. All right, I got the shirt down. Now I gotta create the lower part of his body right here. And what I want to have planned for him is to have a belt, a glorious belt right here. There you go. And of course, what every belt needs is an awesome belt buckle, which I'm just going to draw right over. Not that much detail. The detail is going to come later. Once I start developing this more and more. It's looking awesome here. Let me just put these two together. And I'm noticing that maybe it would look better if I raised it just a little bit. There we go. It just seems more visually good to me. I see in the comments that shirt is giving me giving me a link from the Zelda videos. Exactly. I am making a lot of references in this drawing, which is good. This is awesome right here. That means I'm actually getting interactions instead of people like looking at the drawing and just guessing like, what the in the world is he drawing? I don't get it. I'm glad you're getting it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. I had another drawing idea for you, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. Don't you give me a heart attack right now. Don't you start. Don't you make life more beautiful than it is right now. Stop giving me these ideas. Okay? Okay, you've given me dangerous ideas there, Sydney. Oh my gosh. You're giving me these wonderful ideas right here. So, all right. I usually start thinking, should I continue working on the legs, or do I need to start developing the arms a little bit more? But let me be daring and just see if I can try to complete the legs. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. I know I can. Okay, first off, let me just continue to build another layer. And I want to give him gauntlet knee pads. And now that I've drawn the knee pads, then I can draw his pants. I want to have like a little bulge because I wanted to make it look like it's actually his pants are being squeezed in between his knee pads. And if you understand, like, you know, cloth, they they look like they're tucked into something when they're being tucked in, and then when they're being untucked, it looks like it's bulging out. So I want to create that bulge factor to let you know that his clothes are responding to the clothes that are responding to the outside forces that he's wearing. In this case, his knee pads. So let me just create like this little bulge right here. Do a little sketch because guess what? I want to have fun with it. And now I'm going to create his boots. Want his boots to have like a little bit of a fold. Then we go into his big feet. Woo, that was a lot of work there, wasn't it? You see how we just went from, or we're almost there. Actually, let me get through the sketching part right here first before I actually show you the actual step-by-step process of what I meant by building up the character right here. All right. So let me duplicate it because I believe in symmetry. Just a fancy word for all making it look alike. All right. Now I bet you're wondering why I left like this section right here wide open and I didn't complete the picture. Well, because I also want to give him a very unique, like, he's wearing a really long shirt that kind of seeps into and just goes past the belt. I'm going to explain this whole design concept that I'm getting right here. You will see. It's gonna come in due time right here. Shrink it just a little bit. Now comes the part where I'm just getting creative right here. So I'm just gonna lighten these boots just a little bit so that I won't be distracted. Lighten them just a tad bit. It may look like a mess, but that's something that I've had just practiced and developed over the years. So I learned to just roll with it right here. I know you must be thinking, why'd you give him a skirt? Oh, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. So far, so good. We're almost there. Almost there. let me see something real quick. All right, almost there. Okay, and so far so good. Like the stream and everything is still going smooth. It's still going smooth. There we go. Now, let me work on the arms before I actually play with all of this right here and actually put and make adjustments and put it all together right here. Here we go. Here we go. Now I want to work on the arms. I want to make sure that he has like at least some like a collar or something like that, or some cuffs to actually make it work. But I'm gonna get a little bit creative here. I'm actually gonna make him have metal elbow pads. And then once I've done the elbow pads, oops, almost erased my work there. Then I go up. Kind of redraw the arms just a little bit. And I want to make him just a little bit thicker because he is wearing something. Like you got the skin, you got your own arm right here. But when you're drawing clothes, you realize that it makes your hand or your wrist look just a little bit bigger compared to your body. Like this, for example, see? So that's why I'm retracing the outlines of his arm so that it looks like his clothes are actually covering his body instead of making it skin tight. You know what I mean? Man, I gotta be more elaborate when I'm talking about, like, you know, clothes and art and drawing stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna start drawing these lines right here, which is gonna play a key factor when I'm gonna draw something that's pretty unique about this character. Why did I draw these lines? Is he gonna be wearing stripes? That would be awesome. That would be pretty cool if you actually had, like, you know, a striped looking shirt right here. That would be too easy. But instead, I'm using these lines as a guideline. So when I create chainmail, I'll show you. Create these little W's, these U's right here. Ta-da! Oh, wow. And that's how you make chainmail, everyone. Let me go make an awesome duplicate. For his hands, now it's time for him to start putting some gloves on right here. There we go. Want to make sure that his gloves have like a little bit of a collar, like a collar thing going on right here. Draw his fingers, clenching into a fist. Now, I'm somewhat satisfied with the glove, but I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. in this video, just doing just a generic drawing. Then I flip it to the other side. There we go. Slowly but surely. Now I can start morphing these things together. I'm gonna flip him over to his side right here so that I can actually, because he's also wearing a chainmail skirt as well. So I'm gonna do the same trick. I want my character to be unique. And there's his chainmail skirt. There is a beautiful story that goes along with this character. I know I'm building up the suspense, and we actually been in this live stream for what, almost about an hour? Yeah, an hour and a half. But I will tell you, right here, soon. You're like, just tell us the story. Oh man. Now this is the part where I'm gonna actually start making adjustments. Now I realize that some adjustments can't be made by just moving. Let me build this up because I want him to be a tall character right here. Not too tall. There we go. Let me make the shirt and his arms into one unit by combining layers. So that way there we go. He kind of looks a little bit skinny, so let me just make some adjustments right here. I don't want him to be too thin because I want to give the impression that his clothes are just a little bit bigger. There we go. Now to me it looks more natural instead of being like, you know, like Bruce Lee Cobra waist, like thin waist, big upper body, you know? Okay, now this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. You see the details, right? You see the details right here. Just imagine that we started just from this, just a stick figure type, like a generic shapeless drawing, and then we build it up over time, starting with the first layer, and then we start building it up with extra detail. Now let's see what it's going to look like when we actually add the head. Here we go. Now I realize that everything kind of looks a little bit off, but it's supposed to be. So I can make the adjustments later. You know, just because I draw and do everything with a image and figure in mind, it doesn't mean it's going to come out exactly like it. It can't. There's no way. unless you're like extreme hyperrealism professional, which I can clearly say that I'm not, but I just do it because I love it right here, and I love the way that I can make adjustments and keep developing it until it doesn't come out the way that I thought it would be, if I'm making any sense. All right, now let me just add the head. Ah, looks kind of, it looks so cute and crushed. Now all I have to do is just move the head up. Realize he has a big head, so let me just shrink it down just a little bit. This is the part where I actually play with it for a while, because I want to make sure that the proportions and everything all look okay. Now that I feel like I've gotten it to the way I wanted it, I can start erasing some of the parts. Not too many of it now. Then I go down to the body. Well, continue with the head. Sometimes things don't feel right and you have to go back and just see if it looks good another way. That one kind of looks a little bit better. Instead of looking like this, scrunched up, it'll look normal. Almost there. There we go. All right. Woo! We're not done yet. We're going to see this drawing all the way through. That's what makes this live stream so special. I ain't just gonna stop halfway. I ain't gonna stop at just a simple sketch, you know, just when you're like, oh, you think it's done? All right. So, after all this, what do we have here? Well, if I were to give him a sword and a shield, we are looking at a young knight. And this knight in particular is a knight, a character that I have been developing for years. Let me tell you, I'll tell you this. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can try to talk about this character and draw at the same time. Let me see if I can. If I don't, I apologize, but that's just how it is. So guess what? Now I can't actually scrunch all this together and make it even bigger. Ah, now I can make it as big as the screen right here. There we go. Now upon closer evaluation, I realized that I may have left a couple of details out here and there. So if I want him to be a knight, I need him to have a few things. First off, I want to make sure that he has extra armor. I want to make him distinct by actually adding a cool looking shoulder pad right here. And then I'll make it cross. Give him a strap. Let me just lighten this thing a little bit. There we go. Want to make sure that this guy is ready for battle right here. If I want to make this thing look a little bit more believable, let me just go and raise the strap point just a little bit. There we go. Let me give it a cool design. I believe all fantasy characters have like a unique different style of like armor. That will come to play later. That looks good. That looks decent enough. But I feel like we need to add a little bit more. Or, why didn't I do this before? Struggling, I see. Struggling? Never. Let's see. There. That's what I'm talking about. Little by little. Let me do like a little trick for you. It's mad late. That's called sheer willpower, my friend. That's called sheer willpower. Here comes the belt buckle, which will look a lot better later. I do like this idea and concept right here, where he's just he's wearing like a Sephiroth, like one armor kind of deal right here. And he's using the other strap right here that's just going to connect to his sheath for his sword in the back. There we go. That's just one sheath that's hiding in the back right here. There you go. All right. All right. Almost there. Oh yeah, it's called Drugs of Determination, right? It's cute that people think that, you know, how I managed to how I managed to survive and everything. They think it's drugs that I'm alive and alert like at this time of night. Huh. I don't believe in drugs. I believe that I am the drug. I don't need any outside help to get me where I need to go. There we go. Not quite done yet. When he's going off into battle, he needs to make sure that he has his trusty satchel. I'm not going to go into much detail right here because I've already went through enough detail with this character as it is. But I'm just going to make it so like it's just a regular bag. Sometimes things in life you don't have to think that much about it and just make it simple. But so far, so good. Woo! If it wasn't for this headband right here, I'd be sweating right now. Actually, I kind of am, considering the fact that I'm in this hoodie. Oh, why did I choose to draw in this thing? Because I'm already burning up over here. Woo-wee! It's all toasty up in here. There we go. Sweet. It is sweet. Oh God, he's ascended. You're damn right I'm ascended. For those of you that don't know, X the Final Bullet 43, he is a fellow gamer that I've friended while I'm over here in Korea. Yes, I'm live from Korea doing all this right here. And as a knight, there we go, he needs his trusty sword. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually listening to another soundtrack right here where I can feel the end coming in. Ah! You gotta go crazy when you're doing this thing, and this is what I love. Just the sheer joy of it right here. Just the sheer joy of seeing your artworks come to life. All right. Now, I'm going to go through one final detail run to make sure that everything looks good before we finally get into the inking and then we finally get into the coloring. And I know for all those listening, this is the moment you're all almost waiting for. Let me just see what I have missed when it comes to the final details. The final details that include, like maybe I want to add like a little jewel on his sword. Want to make his sword look like it's being wrapped up in something before he can get to the handle. I gotta tell you, This is bringing back memories when I had fun drawing right here. You gotta have fun doing these things, you know. And I'm doing what I'm doing what I love right here. This is coming out great. Now this kid is ready for combat. Am I missing anything else? Let me see if I could try to add just a little bit a more defined skirt hoop right here that he has. I am determined. Will I make it? Will I make it? I'm building up so much hype, even though I know that I gotta ink it in color later, you know? And maybe this piece of his clothing needs to stick out just a little bit more. There we go. Let me focus on the details right here, especially when it comes to his belt buckle right here. I noticed that I drew just a little bit too fast and I wasn't really thinking about it until I came back later. I always try to think logically here. Yes, I think about logic when I'm putting this stuff together. But I want to make sure that everything just kind of fits like in an organized manner here. Now, when I look at the belt buckle right here, I kind of noticed that the belt buckle kind of looks like the exact same size as the belt. I want it to actually look like it's enveloping the leather belt right here. I don't want it to be the same size. I want it to look like a little bit bigger so that it looks authentic to me. It makes sense to me. The world doesn't make sense. I make my own sense. All right, so watch this right here. I'm gonna elaborate on this belt just a little bit more. I'm gonna create another layer. This is the part where it requires deep concentration. Just continually adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. That's a nice little belt buckle, ain't it? Now, let's make it just a little bit bigger. Oh, perfect. Now, what am I going to do with the belt buckle down at his waistline right here? Well, I know there are plenty of angry kids out there going like, how'd he do that? I know I'm awesome. Bask in my glory. Do a little bit of warp because I want to make it look like laws of physics. Make it warp whenever something is looking down or bending down just a little bit. Bingo. Awesome. Let me do one little gloss over his fingers. Whenever I see something that kind of distracts me a little bit, that may distract me when I'm actually going to ink it out later. And I go over it one more time. I'm actually going to get fancy with this glove right here where the satchel is still in the way, but I still want his fingers to kind of poke out in front. Just to mess with the dynamics here a little bit. Not bad. Not bad at all. He's back. I just want to troll that guy just for a second on the stream. All right. Now I can reduce this. And ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to our young knight in training, Matthew. Now, the next phase is what you've been waiting for. However, I feel like because we've been at this stream for close to about 2 hours, I think we all deserve just a 5-minute break. I definitely need this 5-minute break so I can go recharge my water supply right here. So I'm gonna give everyone a good 5 minutes until I can come back. So I'm just gonna tune out. I shall return. All right, everyone. It's been almost 5 minutes per se, and I believe it's time for me to make a return. And we shall be returning in 3, 2. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure that I get this right here. Hey, Simba, what do you think of this live stream so far? I agree. I agree. Coolio. It's time for me to get back to work. What's going on, everybody? I'm back. Say hello to little Simba for me right here. Just gonna put him off to the side and let's get right back to work. So, the last time that I left everybody here, we were just in the presence of seeing something amazing here, just doing a generic Young Knight's drawing right here. So, I did promise you a story about this character, and a story I shall provide. Now, for 1 second, I'm gonna have to tune out 1 split second because I realized that I forgot my very important item when it comes to doing my drawings. Woo. I totally apologize for that, because one of the most important things that I really need to actually continue this speed drawing thing is my pen and gloves. I left them off to the side, and let me just go cover up right here. Almost there. Almost there. And I'm back. Here we go. Here we go. All right, everyone. Now we come to the actual fun part of the video, where I actually begin to color in the character. But before I color the character in, I must do one thing to actually help this character stand out, and that is the inking part. All right. Now, when using this wonderful program called Procreate, I realized that I actually have a big library of different brushes that I can use. So, here it comes right here. So what am I going to use? All of these things sound good. But I actually have a favored inking brush that I use, and that is the dry ink one. I fell in love with this dry ink style of inking right here. Since I'm gonna keep it at 5% because I want the brush strokes to be thin when I'm working on, like, the inner parts of his body and focusing on the details. Let me just lower the opacity on him just a little bit more. Now the fun part actually begins. Here we go. Let me focus on the easy parts first, because there's going to be a lot of inking that's going to be taking place here. Here we go. Let me pull up my sleeves while I'm at it, because they're going to get in the way. And whenever I feel like I don't want to do some hard work, I make it easier. Put them together. And there's no real order into how you actually ink. As long as you see a line and you just draw it over, you can ink it however you want. Me, I may seem like I got no plan, or I ain't got no consistency when it comes to these things. But sometimes you need to be inconsistent to have fun with these things, right? I like to zoom in so I can focus on the details just a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me do something real quick. There we go. Sometimes you have to make long, smooth strokes to make it look natural. I'm actually going to put on some Lord of the Rings music right here while I'm doing this. Yes, I listen to Lord of the Rings. Big whoop. Actually, I'll keep that. The world was young, the mountains green. Something looks a little bit off. So. Let's keep it that way. Because I noticed that there's a line that kind of looks like it's kind of bulging just a little bit. But I can make it work. Douse he drank from yet and tasted well. Let me flip it. Appear as gems upon the silver thread. Remember I told you this little trick that I do where I create one layer on top of another? You can really use it to your advantage when you're trying to like create natural lines without having to stop at a certain place because another line is in the way. Let me just erase it, that part. A king he was in kind. I want to work on the belt buckle, but I don't want any distractions. Let me just zoom in and just focus on the detail. And work on another. It's always trying to make it look like symmetrical. That's the hard part. Especially when you got a break in the belt right here. But I will make it. I will make it. I'm gonna leave it at that. And let's keep it that way. Then I can connect them. Then I can... As a matter of fact, I don't need to duplicate that. We can be better than that. Now let's include the other belts in. Let's do some erasing. Wow. Like that little trick I just did there, right? He dying 'cause I do. And my haze is crowned water deep to do when wakes from sleep. Now it's time for me to work on the shoulder. And I put the stream on our living room TV, and now my son, all 3 of my dogs, including the puppy, and 3 out of my 5 cats are watching. Oh, you need to do something about the 2 other cats that are not watching. Oh, that's awesome right here. Look at the interaction that I'm doing right here. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh. I just hope I can hold on to at least those 3 cats' attention without me scaring them off with that little craziness that I just did there. Because I'm just excited. I'm just happy. Even the animals are watching the stream. Here we go. Now I get to add the design. There we go. There we go. Make some erasings. There we go. And then one last little design riff right here. Right there, it just says, I can't make Vegeta and Chi-Chi For a second, I thought you were talking about your drawings. Did you name your animals Vegeta and Chi-Chi? Am I right? Please tell me I'm right. Did you name your animals after anime characters Vegeta and Chi-Chi? Please let me know. The world needs to hear that. Oh man, I'm actually excited to look up because I know she's probably gonna say, yeah, like I did name my animals after. Yeah, yes, she did. Anybody in the world that names their animals after anime characters, they're the best people on the planet. Now you got to tell me the names of the rest of your cast out there, Sydney. You need to give me the names of the other animals. Now you got my attention. You got me. Oh my God. I need to know what kind of variety of anime name that you give into your animals you got going on. Oh man. I'm actually looking forward to it. You got to let the whole world know the names you've given to your animals. Oh. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Let's see. She has a dog named Natsu, and the puppy, his name is Geralt. Some of the names I don't know where they're from. Forgive me, but those are awesome names. Those are awesome names. But I don't think you're ever gonna the Vegeta. And if you have to name one of your animals Vegeta and Chi-Chi, they must be your favorite ones. Unless those other 2 are your favorites. Just do a duplicate right here. There you go. Lady Luna Freya, Vegeta, and Chi-Chi. Oh my God, we got amazing folks watching this channel, everyone. I still haven't decided if I have a pet. What am I gonna name it? I still got no clue. You would have thought I had all this time to think about it, but you know, until I have my own place and then I can actually have time to think about it. Jodel's from the Witcher series. Okay, the Witcher series. There we go. There's a lot of anime that I need to catch up on, folks. A lot. I've been drawing just random characters for a long time. There we go. All right. The inking process is so therapeutic. Because you realize that you went through the hard part of just like drawing things out, but when you get to actually trace it out, it just feels great to me right here. Like I'm actually listening to new age music while I'm actually putting all this together. Just to add a little bit of detail right here. Continuing to do my best to make sure that all the lines are good, clean, and crisp as best I can. If you can make, like, you know, even the ugliest things good, then the artwork is going to become good either way. There we go, almost. Now the chainmail part is the fun part because I could just go whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me that my AirPods are about to die. Thank you very much, iPad. You're very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Chainmail. Ahoy! And I know what most of you are thinking. Isn't this the part of my drawing where I start losing my mind a little bit and wishing this drawing would end a lot quicker? You have no idea. You have no idea. The feeling I get, like, I just want this to be done. But perfection's around the corner. It's gonna happen. This drawing almost stumped me a little bit. It almost got me a little bit, and you'll see why. There we go. Now I got a feeling that the satchel is going to trip me up. Ah, would you look at that? My AirPods died. I must find something to keep me entertained. Whatever shall I do? I'm beer. Gotcha. I gotta keep myself entertained somehow, because when the AirPods die, it reminds you that battery life stinks. Battery life sucks. It does. And I gotta have my jams. I've gotta have my jams. Well, speaking of which, I did remember Sydney asking me that I was a great genie at one point. Oh, you're right. And you never believe what I'm listening to right now. You're right, I'm listening to Aladdin. Speaking of genies, you got me listening to Aladdin. Like, oh my gosh. Trying to get myself situated before I get back in the game. Here we go. There we go. All right, I'm back in the game, everybody. I was without music for a while, but now I'm back in. Whew, here we go. When I start coughing a little bit, you know what I need. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, nice hoodie, by the way. Oh, thank you very much for the hoodie. You gotta be a Hurricanes fan if you're gonna love the hoodie. You gotta be a Hurricanes fan if you're gonna love the hoodie. I need to tell you this as much. Thank you so much. Almost there, almost there. It's when I'm in the zone and I actually go into my quiet zone where I'm just like, let the zen just take over. Now the reality of like people that do like speedrun videos and everything like that is starting to sink in. Like, you know, maybe half of the time they actually just remain quiet while they're in the zone, and they just don't want to like distract themselves. But yeah, that reality is starting to kick in. Like, I'm trying to be as entertaining as much as I can, while at the same time just trying to get through the drawing. But it's looking amazing so far. Almost there. I just love the way I have to go and duplicate right here. Almost there. We're getting close. We're getting close to the ending point. I can almost feel it. I can almost feel it. All right. Almost there. I know you're feeling the tension too. Here we go. some little things I have to fix up here and there, and that'll do. That'll do. There we go. There we go. It's almost coming to fruition right here. I am resisting the urge right now to not sing along. I'm listening to Disney sing-alongs right now, and one of the songs that, of course, Sydney reminded me of is that I used to play the genie in high school, and I'm listening to Robin Williams' "Friend Like Me," and I'm just I'm resisting that. I'm resisting that temptation to sing along, even though it's hard. All night. There we go. Want to give it some shine. Here we go. There we go. Now I get to focus on the lower part of the body. We play Disney music in the house every day, especially Aladdin. You're my hero. You are my hero. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. There we go. You are my hero. Keep the love of Disney alive, everybody. Keep the love of Disney. As a matter of fact, Disney was actually one of the one of my first inspirations that got me into drawing. I don't remember which Disney movie it was that actually did it for me into wanting to actually continue. But I remember it was one of them. It was one of them. There we go. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Now I gotta work on the chainmail. Here we go. They look just like fish scales, don't they? I'm just reading what Sydney says. You gotta raise children on classics. None of these remakes. Well, Beauty and the Beast was a good remake. The Lion King was almost too similar to the original, but still good. Aladdin was good too. Yeah, to be honest, and this is gonna stir up a lot of heat, I'm not a big fan of any of the remakes. I'm not a big fan of any of them. They just don't capture like the original magic like the other ones, you know, to be honest. I can start a whole different video series based on like why like these live action things just really don't do, why they don't do that much for me. There we go. There we go. Then erase all the little negligence right here. Woohoo! And let me get rid of these other distractions, which I almost ignored. Better. All right. Almost. There we go. Almost there. Almost there, everyone. Here we go. Woohoo! This just takes. Sydney also says everyone is entitled to their opinion. The animation of the classics just takes you back to simpler times. That's true. That is true. I mean, all those things just did was help me appreciate, like, you know, the classics. I'm always have been a big fan of the classics. Always will be. Whenever Disney decides to re-release these videos in the theaters, I always go and see them. I think the last time that I actually went to the theaters to see a Disney replayed in the theaters was The Lion King. Please tell me that you didn't took your family to see The Lion King, the cartoon one, to see The Lion King in theaters when they announced that they were gonna release their 25th anniversary. Didn't you do that? Because I was the first one in line to get that ticket in theaters. Just made me feel like a young kid again. we go. There we go. All right. Come back. There you go. There you go. Now let's do my magic and just duplicating it to the other side. Putting the legs together. Now reality is starting to kick. I did go see it and I didn't care how many crazy looks I got. The person said to me, aren't you a bit old? Oh. Did someone really say that to you? Like you went to see the Lion King cartoon in theaters and someone actually said, this is what Sydney said. She did go see it. And she didn't care how many crazy looks that she got. The person in the theaters said to her, aren't you a bit old for this? You see, I used to have problems with people that just say like, aren't you a bit old to like watch watch Disney? Well, this is you just gotta sell them. You just gotta say them. Well, aren't you a little bit old to be singing that same song? Let it go, let it go. That's what you gotta say to them, you know. But you are never too old. As a matter of fact, when people say you're too old, And the weird thing is that the person in the theaters is watching the exact same thing that you're watching. So isn't it like a bit idiotic to say to someone that aren't you a little bit older watching this while that person is in the same exact theater watching the exact same thing you're watching? I just find those kind of people hilarious. Like, you know, you're never too old for Disney. As a matter of fact, I bet that person would pay probably even at their age would give anything to go out of their way to spend money for a ticket to go to Disney World to be a kid again. And they would just be going to people, aren't you a bit old? Aren't you a bit old? Aren't you a bit old doing this? While he's hugging Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck. You know what I mean? You are never too old. As a matter of fact, I think everyone's goal is to find ways to relive that old magic when they were young and happy. You know what I mean? That's what it means. You're going back to the classics and you're reliving like your good memories as a child and everything like that. Because those are wonderful times, you know? At least to me, like, you know, being a kid was wonderful for me. I'm going to put these feet together. All right, so far, so good. And just when I think I was done with it, I realized that I've neglected the face. So now I got to go fix that problem. So far, so good. All right, now here comes the face part right here. This is where I challenge myself to see if I can actually complete this in a record-breaking time right here. So here we go. How fast can I go? Almost let the bangs of his hair throw me off a little bit. Almost. Almost. Kind of losing the battle here. I'm trying to make it perfect, but for some reason it just doesn't look just right to me. Oh, there we go. Just hold it. Just hold it. Be happy with it. Be happy with it. Don't make any changes. There we go. There we go. Almost there. Just want to make sure that I get all the things. There we go. There we go. I guess. Duplicate the bangs just a little bit. Yep, they did. I'm like, let me live my life. I've been to Disney about 5 to 6 times. Mom loved Disney, and this year makes it 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your mother, everybody. Oh my God. Well, all my prayers go out to you and your family, and make sure that you keep her loving memory alive. You know. I'm very sorry about her passing. Our love and condolences go to Sydney right here. She was the main reason why I love Disney like I do. Make sure that you keep her memory alive, you know, because, you know, the love of our parents, it never dies out. It never dies out. And now you got to do the same thing for your kid right there. Make sure that the love of Disney doesn't grow old, you know. You make sure of that. Continue with the bangs. I'll keep that. The hair part's always the fun part. And try to finish. Now I shall duplicate it. There we go. Now keep it just like that. This is the part where I actually deviated a little bit right here, because I noticed that the side of his bangs had always been, like, you know, curving inward. I just wanted to experiment to see what it would look like with his bangs curved outward. Let's give that a try and see how that would look. Because I also want to make sure that I reveal his cheekbones just a little bit. I feel like I'm in my Zen state that if you're quiet for too long, then you start getting knowledgeable, especially when you got folks that are watching you right now. She was in me. Sydney says that I still struggle with depression because of it, but it gets easier with time. It does get easier with time, Sydney. And I was having a really bad day when I found your channel, and I am so glad I did rewatch your vids. So glad I did. And you rewatch your vids when I'm sad. I'm so glad that my videos brighten up your day, Sydney. I hope it does. Everyone goes through depression. Like, I do know of another person in my life who also lost their mother as well, and he was going down a really dark path in his life for a while now, and I didn't even know until years later when I actually ran into him, like in Texas. He has been through a lot, just like you have, losing a loved one, especially a mother as well, and it can almost destroy people if you let it. I mean, we all wish that there would be some magic words to help make you feel better, to help you realize, to help you get through these dark times. But I'm just hoping that there is a family, that there's someone out there that has given you the support that you needed, especially throughout these rough times. A friend of mine said that he had his family to help him make it through these dark times. He even talks to me to help him through these dark times. So it's good that you need to have family and friends and just something out there to just help you get you through your dark days. And I'm actually humbled right here that you said that my videos help you get through your dark times, and I'm honored and glad that they do. You know, trust me, there are other people out there on the YouTube land that are better at helping you make you feel good and making you feel better, help you get through these dark times. But so I'm honored that you look through my videos and they say that they help you get you through the dark times that you've experienced with. I'm hoping that cheers you up right here. I'm hoping that that little by little you heal, and I hope that maybe some of my videos, they help you through your struggles. It's okay to be sad, but you can't be sad forever. We're given plenty of time to mourn. We're given plenty of time to be sad, and it takes time. And when we come back from it, we come back stronger, knowing that your loved one is in a much better place. Remember that. Normally I don't go into preacher mode, but you know, whenever I see someone that's going through a tough time right here, I just feel like I'm compelled to help them out. And you need to help them out because they're reaching out to you for help. I hope my words were enough. I mean, I know we went deep right here. Gonna add him a little smile right here so you can brighten up your day. Smile. It's always the nose that I try to get right. There you go. At least I hope I got the eyebrows right. There we go. There we go. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Whoop. I gotta make sure it's just right, you know? There we go. Almost there. I'll keep his eye just the way it is, because if I focus on any imperfections that I think I may found. Almost there. I am almost there. How many of you, if you've seen the Princess and the Frog, you know that song? Almost there. I'm almost there. That's the song that's been playing a lot, because and that song just keeps popping up whenever I feel like I'm almost there to finishing the project right here. Almost there. Let's see. She responded back saying that creators, they don't know how much of an impact they have on their audience. Almost all people care about the views, and I can see that you care about your audience, like an extended family. And you know something right here? You have every person that you meet is a fellow artist and art fan, a fellow brother and sister out there. And you know, I feel like it's my civic duty to actually just make sure that I make your lives a little bit better with the drawings that I create. Because people out there, they lose their passion and their creativity for doing what they love, you know. And and I always look at people as if, like, you know, that they're members of my own family. She just points that out there, you know. Fellow artists and art fans, you are my family, and I'm showing you that whatever you're passionate about, whatever you love in your life, you gotta keep that love alive, you know. You need to keep that passion alive. And I'm hoping showing you that by me doing what I love and creating, it can help brighten your day into going out there and doing what you love. That's what I'm hoping that I can actually get out of these drawings. And one day, my biggest dream is to actually, like, you know, tell stories with my characters right here. Yes, I can actually, I would love to tell a story with these characters that I've drawn right here. Almost there. There you go. I'm going to focus on the other ear because some hair is in the way. I've been going at this thing for hours, you know, and how I'm still sane, that's a good question. All right. The character looks like Sir Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins. He does look like him, doesn't he? Oh, man, I can't think of anything else other than Meliodas. Thank you very much, Sydney. I've heard of Meliodas. I've heard of the Seven Deadly Sins. I haven't been able to watch like the anime all the way through, but I need to like get into it. Give me a thumbs up if Meliodas, if the Seven Deadly Sins is actually a pretty good anime. Please give me a thumbs up if it actually is, and then I'll consider maybe doing like a reaction draw sessions in the future of me watching an anime and just doing a drawing based on my reaction off of it. Is it any good? Is it any good? I heard Seven Deadly Sins has its ups and downs. But please let me know. Please let me know. Whoops. Don't want these two to go together. Almost there. There we go. Now that we got the head down, and then I realized that there's a sword. No problem. I love the 7 deadly sins. There we go. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I just gotta get to the sword, and then we can actually start coloring, right? Once I actually started drawing, I will not stop until it's finished. That's exactly the kind of person I am. And I think we're on hour number 3. I told you these live stream drawings can get ridiculous. Gotta make sure the gem looks good. Go. There we go. Time for me to add the hilt. Let me draw just a perfect circle up here to represent the hilt. I love the way Procreate works because I struggle when trying to create like perfect circles, but I realize that if you hold down on your pen for a long, you can kind of see how like the line kind of adjusts itself just a little bit. Well, if you also make a curve, the curves can also make it smoother and everything like that. That's what Procreate. That's what I love about it. It helps smoothen out the areas that you're kind of struggling with. There we go. Give him the hilt. It's almost coming together. I just gotta draw the hilt. Then I gotta do one final thing. This is the longest I've been on a stream besides on Twitch. The longest you've been on Twitch, the twins are, until I just forgot that. You should watch Yashahime as well. It's the tale of Sesurama's twin and Inuyasha's daughter Moro. You're gonna realize the longer you stick with me that I have a lot to catch up on. And if you were to actually know one of my fellow artists who goes by the name of Kaz, and you have a good conversation about how much in my life I've missed out, you would look at me like I'm crazy. Uh-oh. Accidentally locked it. There you go. There you go. The longest you've been on a stream. Well, I'm humbled that I'm actually the one that's kept you glued to your screen forever. I'm like, you gotta go take breaks. I can't take breaks. I cannot. I'm actually stuck. Someone help me. And yet, after all the tears that I shed while going through this drawing, okay, you're going to realize that it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Almost there, almost there. Let me just do one little touch up if this thing can let me. All right. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it looks better that way. Yeah. All right. Now, technically, I'm done inking. You would think that I'm done inking this drawing right here, but I'm actually going to use one final inking technique that was actually taught to me that helps make my artwork stand out or pop out just a little bit more. So after going through the painful process and I do mean painful process of inking this character out right here, I'm gonna add a much thicker outline, outlining my drawing right here. You're gonna see the difference, and maybe you can agree with me that it actually makes the image look a lot better when I do it this way. So I'm gonna switch. Well, I'm gonna keep the same brush. I'm just gonna make the line just a little bit thicker. I'm actually gonna increase it from 5 to 13. You'll see why. And then starting anywhere, I'm just gonna outline and trace this whole entire drawing right here. Keeping it on the outside. I'm drawing a little bit closer to the screen, like I've zoomed in on the screen just a little bit, because I want to make sure that none of the inking bleeds into the actual drawing right here. Trust me, you're wondering why I'm making these lines thicker. You're gonna see it in just a few. Just a few. I'm losing my mind. Well, technically, I lose my mind all the time when I'm almost there. How I'm acting right now is exactly how I react when the camera is not focused on me. Here we go. Kind of bleed into it a little bit right here, but I managed to fix it. Doing all of this on another layer. Oh, that one almost got me. Oh, that one almost got me. I noticed at some point some of it managed to bleed into the drawing, but this is where I come in and fix it. I can fix it! Some things never change. And if it makes it happy, I hope it never changes. Okay? Remember that. If there are things in your life that make you happy, and you say some things never change, but of those things that don't change are the things that make you happy in your life, don't you ever change, Sydney. Don't you ever change. I'm almost there, almost done drawing the outlines. I'm starting to pick up the pace here a little bit because, you know, that anxiety is kicking in whenever you realize that you're almost done. There we go. Feel like I'm almost there to closing the gap right here. Almost there to closing the gap. And I did. Ha ha. There's this beautiful empty space right here. All right. Now take a look at this. I'm gonna remove the coloring right here. Here we go. Now, in some artworks, this outline right here is enough. However, I came to there was this art teacher that I studied from when I was in 8th grade that taught me that making your lines thicker actually helps it stand out more. And to this very day, I still follow her advice. I hate myself that I've forgotten what her name was. Maybe my parents still got my old yearbook back in my 8th grade years, but she was the one that actually gave me this advice about about doing this stuff right here. So, all right. Woo! I don't know if I'm doing these live streams right. If I should be doing them right, I don't know but I reckon a person would watch a person game for about 3 to 5 hours or something like that, and they wouldn't even think about it one bit. So, but I'm gonna continue on doing this because I am on a roll today. Now we're gonna go into coloring, everybody. We're finally here. Oh, thank God, we're finally here! Oh my God. Now I'm gonna go into this program right here, and I'm gonna take a copy of myself right here. I'm gonna take this cartoon version of me and paste it right here. Yep, this is a cartoon version of me right here, and I'm gonna use this as a reference for this character right here. Oh, thank you so much. There is no right or wrong way for a live stream. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, because for the whole time I was just thinking, I hope I'm not boring. Because I try to entertain everybody as much as I can, but entertaining someone for 3 hours, it's going to take practice. It's going to take practice, but practice starts somewhere. I'm going to make the background blue because visually it helps me with the coloring right here. So now we're getting to the fun part, coloring in the character. Here we go. I'm gonna create another layer, and I need something to do for the skin. Now this is the fun part right here where you actually see the drawing come to life right here. Wake up. There you go. I need to make sure because I want my character to have the same skin color that I have, and instead of using this dry ink, I'm gonna go to syrup. And here we go. Most of my drawings, I always start with the skin. Get his ears right here. And I spill into his eyes. Don't worry if it seems like I'm filtering in his eyes just a little bit, for that will be fixed later. A person once told me that an artwork, all art is never perfect. But if you make the imperfections look good, it doesn't even matter. Now I'm going to color in the eyes with a white paint. Problem fixed. Well, I got a good question for all of you. How many of you have ever seen the movie Surf? A movie about surfing penguins? If you don't know, a surf sub is basically this this almost like Pixar film that they made about surfing penguins. And there's this character, like this big penguin, who goes by the name of Zeke. And the story follows this main character, follows the main character, Cody Maverick. And he wants to be the best surfer, obviously. And he comes across this other penguin named Zeke. And you see a big difference in their styles. Like, you know, Cody Maverick, he surfs because he wants to win. He wants, like, you know, the top of the competition. Whereas Zeke, he surfs because it's fun. He surfs because it helps him relax. And there's a scene in there that kind of defines me a little bit, where Zeke is showing Cody Maverick how to make a surfboard by actually shaving the wood off. And there's a scene in there where he's like, hey, if you want to make a board, you have to go with the grain, You have to go with the tool. You let the tool do the work. It's like riding a wave. You let the wave do the work. You can't fight the waves. You can't fight these big waves. And then there's this moment where he starts slowing down, like the carving, because he's kind of getting into, he just kind of gets lost in what he's doing, like just enjoying it, like he's relaxed. Like, you gotta just find the board, just move, slide along with it, find the board within the tree. Just he kind of zones out a little bit, like he's enjoying it too much. A few minutes pass by. Cody's like, hey, can I make the board now? And Z just goes. That's how I feel when I'm doing this drawing. It's like I get quiet sometimes, but I get lost in my drawings. Like, if someone were to try to talk to me while I'm drawing, I'm gonna be like. If you enjoy your artworks too much that you go into like a Zen state right here, then that's how you know that this is true love that you have for your. You need to have passion like that, where the world just does. Where you just tune the world out because you're so lost in what you're doing. It just gives you that relaxing, like a meditative type of feeling, you know. I'm like the big Zeke of all artworks right here. Just filling the spaces right here, filling the spaces right here. Now you got his dark hair. Come on, there you go. My character has brown eyes. I'm going to fill in the brown eyes real quick. Now we're going to start focusing on my favorite color, red. This character is wearing an all red attire. We're almost there, everyone. Almost there. 'Cause I'm almost there. That song is still playing in my head. Oh my gosh. He wears red because red is his favorite color. Oh, speaking of favorite color, does this line remind anybody of something?
What is your name? What is your quest?
What is your favorite color? Okay, you could go. All of this is looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good. Gotta get lost in your own works at times. You need to. Getting lost in my Zen state here. Getting there. And I believe that's all the red that I can give to this character right here. Oh, except for that red ruby. 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 There we go. That red ruby will play a big part in the future. Now it's time for everyone's favorite color, brown. Now sometimes when you're having too much fun, or better yet, if you're at this time or this point where you feel like you're kind of speeding through just a little bit, and trust me, every single artist in the world is guilty of this. When they're so close to the end, they kind of speed through it just a little bit. You're kind of noticing that my pace has kind of picked up just a tad. That's because the end is oh so near. But I'm trying to be careful not to go too fast, because, you know, mistakes do happen. And you also kind of lose the creativeness when it comes to these kind of drawings right here. Because you're busy trying to rush right through it. Just pay attention and work through its natural course. Almost there. We're getting close. We're getting close. Now I'm working on the sheath that he has in the back. Whew, imagine if I was doing a live stream where I'm trying to do like a whole comic panel. This is just one drawing. Oh man, I'm gonna need to pick up the pace or up the ante when it comes to these things. If I'm gonna do a drawing that's that involves, like, you know, multiple pictures. This is just one. Coloring his glove. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna borrow a little bit of this gold so I can fill in his ring gap right here. There we go. Just to give us some variety. Going through this, it actually gives me an idea. Sometimes when you talk as much as I have, your throat is trying to tell you to take it easy. Isaac said, "Amazing night guy." Yeah, that's a cool night. That's a cool night guy, isn't he? And many hours ago, you said that he was a scary ghost. Woo! Magic, Isaac. Almost there. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. Let me just bring the brown down here. All this is going to be brown. All this is going to be brown. And why do I keep missing that glove up there? There we go. I'm making them all brown now, but that's going to change in a little bit because an idea just pops right into my head. There we go. Let me give some attention to the belt buckles. I'm going to make them yellow. There we go. Make them go, make them go, make it shine. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And if you're wondering if I talk to myself all the time, that is weird. Trust me, I talk to myself all the time. Oh, it was only 2 hours ago? Oh my God. It says on my live stream camera that it says like I've been going at this for 3 hours. Man, time really does fly by when you're having fun, am I right? There we go. There's some thinking going on here. Well, my mind starts to think. That's why you see me do a lot of zooming in and outs and everything like that. Is because I'm trying to figure out like if is it gonna work this way? Does this color work this way? Does you think a color would look better this way? I'm gonna add the silver parts. Silver bells. Silver bells. In the city. Make sure that everything is still going all right. There we go. Here it comes. It was way too early for Christmas music? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It's way too early for Christmas music. Did one of my soundtracks play Christmas music? There we go. There we go. Now I get to go back and actually, oh, it was me singing it. Oh, way too early for Christmas music. It's never too late for Christmas music. Some people celebrate Christmas in July. There we go. I'm trying to give some variety to the colors right here. go. All right. I've added in the primary colors, but we're still not done with it yet. Everybody knows that when it comes to making good anime or making good cartoons, that you need to add the shadows and you need to add the highlights. Two very big, and often confusing concepts, but I can show you how I actually make that happen. Let me focus on the shadows right here. I don't really have a distinct rule when it comes to these making shadows. As long as it comes from one direction, for me, it still works. Let me put this to multiply, because when I choose like the color purple, I still wanted to give it like, you know, a good hint. Let me bring this to the top right here and pick this color from my little color palette slot. And then I'm going to use a script to color in. All right, now here we go. I'm just going to go over like where the shadows and everything might hit you. Here we go. Not to create too much shadows, but just enough to know that, hey, the shadows exist. Since this thing is all the way in the back, I'm gonna add the highlights there. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Now when it comes to the chainmail, look at this. Have to make the chainmail at least pop. You'll see where I'm going with it because I'm trying to create the shadows for the chainmail. There we go. Look at this. Trying to create the shine. There we go. Now I'm gonna start adding the shine. I think this is the quietest that I have ever been. Putting all this together. I'm gonna add the shine. There we go. All right, now let me do one final thing. Now the eyes are okay. However, they can be made better because of the little shine that you have inside of your eyes. And how do I do that? Well, not erase them, but there we go. Look at this. This thing, let me add just one final touch. Let me do one final touch. Inking. Throwing a marker in there. And let me just outline it. Outline them all just a little bit. Looks better now, doesn't it? Now, this is how I wrap up all of my drawings. Throw in my logo. Now, one final touch. My background that I create in all of my artworks. Add multiply. And there you have it. It's finally done. Everyone, you've just survived my very first live stream drawing session. Congrats to everybody and congrats to me. This is, woo! This was crazy. Right here. Oh my goodness. I can finally stop this right here. I can finally stop recording this. Oh my God. It has been insane going through all of this right here. Wow. So to everyone right here that has stuck with me in all of this, it has been insane. Wow. Let's see. I don't know if I can actually bring this back because I actually stopped recording it. It has been crazy. Like, you know, I give all mad props to everybody that has stuck with me in this drawing right here. And wow, it just looks genuine. It looks awesome. It is great. It is great. Wow. So for everyone here, I want to thank I want to thank all of the people that have joined me on this live stream right here. It is done. Oh my God. I mean, I'm always like this every time that I finish a drawing. But actually doing this on live stream where I actually have folks that are watching me do this, I'm glad I was able to pull this off right here. It is so what you have right here, now I get to finally talk about this drawing that I made. Excuse me and get me a Tic Tac because I want my breath to smell good. But this drawing right here is actually one of the very first anime characters that I have created, my own original character from like nearly 10 years ago. And for years I have been trying to draw and make a story based around this character. So basically this young knight right here, his name is Matthew. Matthew has long inspired to become a knight, following in his father's footsteps right here. So he's wearing, like, you know, the traditional medieval garb. The one thing I want my character to be known for is also his long hair and also his medieval skirt that he wears underneath. And I just find it like it's every single drawing that I made with this character has been trying to build up to this moment. So I'm gonna see how he looks with this look right here, because if you were to look at my Matthew drawings from like 10 years ago and compare it to this Matthew cartoon version right now, it's totally completely different art styles right here. But every time I see him, he's still a young boy. He is ready and eager to learn how to be, like, you know, an excellent sword fighter. And I just can't wait until, like, in the future when I actually create a story based around this character right here. His life is not always innocent roses and hunky-dory. He does experience death. He does experience tragedy. But that's, like, you know, more stories and things to come. So, wow. Like, my first live stream, I thank you very much for everyone that has tuned in to watch this live stream right here. And I thank you for having all the patience that you have for dealing and enduring and just going through this live stream session that we got right here. So I thank all of you for joining me on my very first live stream. Let me give a shout out to all of the folks that have been with me in this live stream session right here. First off, I'm giving a shout out to Trash Hellspawn. Give a shout out to Sydney Pinero, and also to who's the other guy that just came in at the last minute? X. The final bullet, number 43, Soto. Thank all of you for joining me in this live stream. I know this seems like last minute, and maybe the few of you have managed to catch it and just in time, but wow. Having three just show up in the chats, it's worth it. It's so I just am at a loss for words right here. It is just amazing. So now I can put this drawing to rest. I'll add it to my library. And this drawing, just like my first Matthew drawing from 10 years ago, will mark the historic moment where Steampunk J does his very first live stream and puts all this together. And Matthew, one day the story will be finished and created, and the world will know just how awesome you are. And for all of you that are just in right here, thank you so much for being a part of this historical event on Steampunk J's drawing channel right here. I thank all of you for being here, and don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and on this live stream, so that we can get more artists and art fans out there to tune in into future artworks. And who knows, the future of this community right here begins right now. So let's get this party started right here with this first live stream, and I look forward to next week at the same time when I will continue on doing another live stream session, and maybe I'm gonna do a video game session so I can get inspiration. Once a week I flip-flop, like one week I do a drawing and another week I do video games, but all of this is so that it can give me inspiration to draw my next wonderful art piece. I hope you enjoyed it, had a great time. I thank all of you for being here, a part of this historical, wonderful session we got here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next live stream session. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is Steampunk J. And always remember to keep on drawing. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.